Show your face. Okay, turn back to me.
Okay.
Okay. To begin, before I begin actually, I'm going to pass out some little guidelines you guys can follow along with me. So they're just little points on what I'm going to cover today. So you guys can all have one of those. Very basic. So this will allow it easier for you guys to follow. Okay. Many ask the question, how do I live a longer life? Or what can I do to ensure that I will live a longer life? Does anybody know the answer? Is there one specific answer? Love. Love? Good. White Castle. Even better. Throughout the years, many Americans have found many ways in which they can live a longer life. The real question is, well, what can we do to obtain this? As I said, there are many ways that Americans can live a longer life, and today I will provide you, the audience, with 4 key components that can help us to live a longer life. I will talk about exercising, eating more fruits and vegetables, which we don't always want to hear, having relationships, and getting a hobby. To begin, I will elaborate on my first point, as I referred to it in the introduction, of how exercising can help us live a longer life. An article in the Washington Post provided news on how a daily workout can actually add up to 4 years to our lives. It has been shown that people with moderate to high levels of activity can live up from 1.3 to 3.7 years longer than people without any activity. Exercise also reduces the risk of being overweight, developing heart disease, which is very common and is actually the nation's #1 killer, and other chronic illnesses such as cancer. Now that I've described the importance of exercising, let me elaborate on how eating fruits and vegetables can help us live a longer life. Eating fruits such as blueberries, cranberries, strawberries, or even cherries can also help us to live longer. And I do have a bowl of cherries, whether you guys like them, I don't know, but I will pass them around so you guys can help each other live a longer life.
This longer.
Do I get like?
So you guys can have 1, 2, whatever, how many you want.
How long do I get?
We smell the cherries.
You can have 2.
For like a couple minutes.
Probably 5 years. I don't know. It'll just help you. It'll have to be, if you guys have a couple servings a day, it'll probably help you even more than just eating 1 cherry. So eating more fruits, like I said, help reduce the risk of heart disease as well as keeping healthier skin, so your complexion as well. Also, oranges prevent cancer, stroke, and diabetes. So if you eat oranges, they're not only good, but they're good for you. Now that you've learned the benefits to eating more fruits and vegetables, which I didn't mention, cabbage also, and broccoli and cauliflower can also help prevent heart disease and also build your immune system. But now that I've talked about that, let's move on to my third point, having relationships. According to the American Psychological Association and National Institutes of Health, good relationships are good for us. Supportive relationships can prevent illnesses. They also boost the immune system. They lower our blood pressure, and they reduce our stress levels. So, you guys have relationships that you're happy with. You're happy around them, and they're helping you. Feeling connected with others is good also for our brain. The experience of love, compassion, emotional connectedness not only elevate our mood, but also improve memory, learning, and problem solving. As you can tell, relationships are very key to our life, and even essential to living longer. It not only helps us emotionally, but physically as well. Now that I've covered the importance of relationships, let's move on to my last point, which is get a hobby. Hobbies can reduce stress. When we're busy, we just want to do something that makes us relax more, so getting a hobby will help us. Relationships also come into play with hobbies. You get a hobby, you can be connected with others, whether that's swimming, playing a sport, whatever you enjoy. Hobbies also help us to relax because they're the things we do enjoy. In summary today, we've learned 4 key components of how to live a longer life. I've described what exercising, eating more vegetables and fruits, getting a hobby, and having relationships can do for an American to live a longer life. After listening to me speak on 4 key components, Have you guys decided that you wanted to incorporate any of these into your diet or your life?
All of them.
Possibly?
Yes.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Like many of you, I really didn't care nor would I ever think that any of these would ever have a drastic effect on my life. Or it could even add, years. I would have never thought. But now I've learned how I can help myself to live longer and stronger and happier.